Salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. V back with another casted game of Age of Empires 3, and I think I've done it, okay? After many years of searching and waiting and hoping, folks, I am not clickbaiting you. I have found the greatest username in AOE3 history, okay? And not only that, I think I have found the next laming GOAT, all right? Karim, watch out. Your throne is at risk because I think I got a prodigy on my hands. And let's introduce him. In the north of the map, playing in the color blue as the Lakota, we have Dumble Mother, Photo Booty, Elyak. How does one think of that username? How does one come to such a glorious title? How do you get such a moniker, okay? And this guy, okay, the reason I call him a potential laming legend, a fellow disciple of the School of Lame, of which I am a proud member, he plays Lakota. He has played, let me look at my stats here, 3,583 games, okay? Quite a few games of Age of Empires 3. 99% of them have been Lakota. If that is not a laming legend, I don't know what is, okay? I don't know what is. Picking up the tame coyote. And yeah, so that's why I'm so excited. I'm going to be watching this guy for quite some time because I really want to see this dude become a household name. Now, he is, granted, only about, 1,300 ELO currently. So temper your expectations as far as gameplay, but as far as username and lameness, you couldn't ask for better. And his opponent in the south of the map playing as Ottoman, because every other player plays Ottoman, we have Toxic BR. And I gotta say, I'm getting a little bit sick of Ottoman, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you guys have been on the ladder recently, but it feels like every high-level player, every recorded game I can find has freaking Ottoman. And yeah, I'm just, oh man. But we'll see. Maybe Toxic is gonna bring something new. Nope. Nope. Oh man, this game, it's frustrating and wonderful at the same time. Sending 3 Yoriks as his first card, and what is Dumble Mother Photo Booty Elyak gonna send? It is 3 villagers, and his deck name is Jason. I don't know why this guy is entertaining me so much, but everything he's doing is just giving me so much glee. And yeah, really, really standard age one. So guys, this is going to be, a very, very mid to even low level game. Okay, these guys aren't noobs, but they are obviously not pro players. Kind of like in the same spot I am, actually, if I'm being honest. But you know what? That's where we lamers belong. We got a couple of standouts like Karim, like Chef, although he might not call himself a lamer. But most of us are kind of in the mid tier because you got to have a balanced civ pool, right? You can't just rely on one civ. And expect to be good, especially in tournament play. Like I was just getting into a debate about this as the boring age one proceeds. I was just getting into a debate about this of how do you judge players? Do you judge them on ELO or do you judge them on something else? And I think ELO is actually kind of a lying stat, right? I don't think ELO's all that accurate. I don't think you can gain much from ELO. You can get somebody's general skill, but there's so many ways to kind of artificially boost your ELO or even like lower it. So, you can play really lame civs, you can play really lame strats, and you can just spam one civ. And, that can get you really high up. Whereas when you enter a tournament, you're going to actually be eliminated really, really quickly, right? Because you don't have the versatility, you don't have the flexibility. So I would say if you're trying to judge the highest players like the Revnaks, the Julians, the front lines, the Ezads, the Lucases, really just judge their tournament play. Like see how they do in tournaments, go look at their history. And I think that's the best way to make a conclusion about, who is better than who, and then watch their history of how they've played each other. But meanwhile, let's hop back into this mid-elo game and stop debating about that kind of stuff. But if you disagree with me or agree with me, put it in the comments below. Sorry, Dumble Mother is taking away my speech with his amazing play here. Sending 4 Axe Riders, very, very standard. No aggressive War Hut coming. So we're not going to probably be seeing any infantry play on top of this. And if we take a look at Toxic BR, sending the 700 coins. So yeah, very, very standard. Going to be auto FF. Probably going to go into like Spahi Jan, maybe even Spahi Jan, Cavalry Archer, mix in some Abus guns. It's going to be like the most vanilla ice cream. Not like good vanilla ice cream either. We're talking like store-bought vanilla ice cream build that you could possibly hope to see. So we're going to focus mainly on Dumble Mother Photo Booty Aliak, because I just don't get sick saying that name. 4 Axe Riders now heading out, not immediately heading to the Ottoman base. Going to possibly help him pick up this treasure here. What's over here? 30 food. Okay, I don't know if you need 4 Axe Riders to pick up 30 food. Maybe he just wants to link up with his Explorer Open Sky here. Getting his market upgrades, getting a lot of villagers queued. Pro tip, if you are queuing up vills, try not to have this many queued up, because you're actually storing up a lot of resources that you could potentially use, right? There's like 200 food here that you don't need queued up, right? So this one, get rid of these 2. But yeah, it's something I still do. Everybody does it, but just something to look out for if you needed a little bit of wisdom today. Though I don't think people come to my channel for game knowledge. If you do, you need to look at some higher level players. You need to go to Lionheart. You need to go to Soldier for that. But I hope at least it's entertaining. Meanwhile, what is Toxic BR doing? Going up to age 3 with the Exiled Prince at 615 for 1300 elo. That's actually not a bad timing. And oh, is he going to get a treasure steal here? Coming in 320 XP. Now that is a lot better of a treasure to use your units on, but he is giving away a lot of tempo here, right? By using these Axe Riders to get treasures instead of raid vills, he's basically given Otto a clean age up here. Ottoman is going to send 5 Janissaries. I don't know if he needs that card. He could have definitely waited and sent 8. So, I mean, 5 Janissaries isn't bad. I definitely don't think it's a good card. So, Toxic, if you ever watch this, which if you don't, I need to get a drink of water. I was sick again this week, so my voice isn't still back, but I saw this replay and I had to barrel through. More Axe Riders coming out for Dumble Mother. But yeah, like I was saying, Toxic. If you ever see this, you could have probably held off the 5 Janissaries, waited for the 8, and then you could have maybe piled them on with a shipment of like Abus or even Falconets, though you wouldn't want to send Falconets against pure Axe Rider. But we are seeing more Axe Riders come out from Dumble Mother Photo Booty Aliak, and no, I will not shorten that name. And how many does he got now? He's got 8 Axe Riders, but he's just not really doing anything with them. He hasn't even tried to penetrate the Ottoman cookie jar here, and there are some exposed vills. I mean, he does have some Janissaries guarding this. That's pretty smart, but, you know, he could get on this wood line. He could charge this hunt here. I mean, he could do something, though. I will say Toxic BR's hunting has been a little bit sloppy here. I mean, he's got 1, 2 buffalo, but he's going to have to start going way out of the way to get there. He's going to pick up 1 vill plus the Explorer. Maybe going to get 2 vills here. Toxic, oh no! Those Axe Riders just decimate vills in these numbers. I mean, he had like, what, 1 or 2 seconds to get those vills belled in. And Photo Booty going up, Dumble Mother Photo Booty Aliak. Gonna pick up another vill here as well. A little bit of sloppy micro there from Toxic. He does still have these 2 cows, a couple of bison in the vicinity, but 22 vills for Dumble Mother Photo Booty Aliak and only 15 for Toxic BR. Now, this is looking a little bit more like Legacy Auto, right? You know, when it was in Legacy, RIP, by the way, to Legacy multiplayer, but back in Legacy, you know, Ottoman couldn't just easily recover their economy like they sort of can do nowadays. And now that Toxic BR is sending 5 Sipahi and he's making Cav Archer, so he's going to have a good composition here. The problem is he's going to have a lot of kind of stringed out villagers that he's going to have to protect here. Meanwhile, Photo Booty, Dumble Mother Photo Booty Aliak, excuse me, is going up to age 3, and he's got 3 shipments. Holy crap, I did not see that. He's got 3 shipments belled up. I hope he sends 5, 4, and 9. Okay, I don't think he needs more Axe Riders. I think he definitely needs Rifle Riders, get 9 of those bad boys, get some Wakina Rifles out to deal with the Janissaries and the Cavalry Archers. But we'll see what he does here. Gonna go with 8 vills, 5 Rifle Rider, 3 Takala. Okay, that's also not a bad combination. 8 vills going with the Greed, which if he's able to pull it off and hold against this Ottoman push, which is actually pretty slow, getting the G.O.A.T Tower District, which, I mean, you got to get it eventually, but with only 16 vills, it's not going to be a huge help. And what else is he doing? Getting houses down. Just the stable, no barracks so far from Ottoman. He sent 700 coin, 5 Sipahi. Capitalism, 3 Yorick. Yeah, just everything's a little bit slow here from Toxic, and he has had the military advantage for some time, and I don't know why he's not pushing it. More cavalry archers coming out, and we have the rifle riders from Photo Booty sending 5. So these were all trained. So it looks like he's going to go with a pure cav army, though he is going to eventually send 9 Wakina. I kind of like that actually. You're going to be able to kind of out-dodge these Janissaries, though the cavalry archers, I don't know how well cavalry archers trade against rifle riders. I'm assuming because the cavalry archers have so much HP, and this is going to be a bad deal. His explorer here is so far separated from his army. He's going to want to be beelining that guy back to his base, because when this army comes in, he's going to want to have that buff for the next fight. Let's see. He's got 2 bandit riders going to kind of scout this here, but he's done an excellent job getting all these villagers centralized. More rifle riders coming out. Gonna get these guys in. Come on. Ooh, the Sipahi will do so much damage. How many vills are gonna go down? Is he gonna get all of his vills belled up here? That's amazing. Only loses 1 vill. Now TC fire as my voice tries to recover. I told you guys, my voice isn't good, but I couldn't wait any longer. I had already missed 1 upload date, and I was not going to miss another. But Ottoman push gets turned back here with only 1 vill lost, 3 Takala soldiers out now, but these guys will lose to Sipahi, so he doesn't want to just throw those in recklessly. And getting out 9 Wakinas now, going to be good, very, very good. Toxic just making veteran cav archer, but with an 18 vill economy, it's really, really slow. Storing up a lot of wood. He's got like 500 wood here. So maybe a little bit of miss macro there. Maybe he's going for something. I don't know what he would be sending. More cavalry archers coming out. Yeah. This is just really standard mid-elo Ottoman, right? And mid-elo Ottoman is not super scary, whereas high-level Ottoman is absolutely terrifying. But still going to be a decent push here from Toxic. I mean, he's still trying to keep the vills on the periphery. Doesn't want them expanding and going for another hunt. But look at how many bison are in this base. Like, Toxic does not need to, or excuse me, Dumble Mother Photo Booty Alyak. He does not need to expand for another, like, 6-7 minutes here. So, I don't know if this kind of belling him up is going to do much. He's going to get a town center up, though. So, 1 town center going out, but now we're going to have an engagement here. Axe Riders, these guys are not upgraded, though the Rifle Riders and the Wakinas are. Now, the Wakinas are going to have to be very crucial here. They're going to have to focus on the right targets. They can't shoot at the Sipahi. 1 Sipahi going down, 2 going down, 3 going down. Now, all of the Sipahis are dead. There are still plenty of Wakina and plenty of Rifle Riders, and the Chief has made it back. And it looks like Dumble Mother Photo Booty Alyak, he's showing it. He's showing that lame legend potential. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a well-done fight, though. I think it might have been more to Toxic BR throwing into Sipahi into a wall of Rifle Riders, but that's besides the point, okay? Abus Gun's going to actually be a great counter. 6 coming in from the shipment, but I do worry that Toxic has sent basically no economy since age 1, though we did get 1,000 wood, so there is that. What did he do with that 1,000 wood? Just the 1 town center and some infrastructure back in base. I mean, that's not bad, but he's not going to be able to protect this town center. Meanwhile, I mean, Dumble Mother Photo Booty Alyak, he's got 37 vills on the map right now. He's got economic upgrades. He's got his market. Bashy Bazooks coming out. And the one thing I will say for Dumble Mother is these Rifle Riders are expensive, right? You can't just be throwing these guys away. 120 food, 90 coin. Okay, these are not Reuters. They're not spammable. They need to be protected. They need to be preserved. They need to take good fights. And throwing them into Bashies and Abus Guns is not going to be what he needs. But now he's sending Axe Riders, switching to Axe Riders as well. So, yeah, Dumble Mother Photo Booty Alyak, he knows what he's doing, right? His macro might not be the best. His micro might not be the best. But, guys, this guy's played 3,583 games, okay? This is not a noob. I don't know if this guy's a Smurf. Maybe he's just another player in a Smurf account. I hope this is his only account because this guy, I feel like I'm going to be casting this guy's games for a while. If anything, just for the name. Axe Rider's still not upgraded here, which is going to be the one thing I'm going to criticize Dumble Mother Photo Booty Al Yak about is these Axe Riders, because they don't have the veterancy upgrade, they're just going to get melted really easily by these Cav Archers. They are going to serve as a little bit of a wall, so they're going to give these Rifle Riders and the Wakinas still plenty of time, and these Wakinas have done dividends here. Okay, they've taken out so many Cav Archers, and I mean, Wakina's such a good unit. Well, maybe not the best unit. I think I'm thinking of Forest Prowlers. Yeah, I think Wakinas are actually a pretty bad unit. Forest Prowlers are pretty good. Wakinas are not great, though against Cav Archers, they're going to do well regardless. And still a Takala Soldier in here as well. Those guys are so tanky, 688 HP. But this town center is going to go down, though there are no villagers in it. But it is going to stem the Ottoman comeback. I mean, Ottoman's still only on 25 villagers, but we're finally seeing that push out of the Lakota vills as well. So both players really starting to expose their economies because there's so much food centralized on this TP line. And I think both players are going to start pushing out and claim as much of that as they can. Still plenty of gold. This is Great Plains after all. So when it comes to resources, this is one of the most resource-rich maps in the game. And we even have Lakota on Great Plains. I didn't even think about that. Lakota versus Ottoman. Very historically accurate, as you well know. Tribal Marketplace still not built. Hopefully, construction will be resumed at some point in the near future. 26 vills for Toxic, 39 for Dumble Mother Photo Booty Al Yak, and sending more Rifle Riders, but he's running out of military upgrades. I would actually much rather have seen the Cavalry Combat card. I think that would be so much more useful than an extra handful of Rifle Riders here, because, I mean, his entire army is Cav, and it would just, that boost would be so huge. Hopefully he sends it next. Hopefully he doesn't send something like 4 Axe Rider or 2 Takala. I would say, you know, I would almost cancel that for Rifle Rider, and I would just go Cavalry Combat, Cavalry Damage. Boom, boom, 1, 2. And then the next fight you take, basically delay until those 2 cards come in, take the next fight, and that would be huge. Janissaries coming out, but still no veteran Janissaries, so some of the 1300 elo coming out in this game. This is the kind of stuff I do all the time, so I shouldn't judge too harshly. Stagecoach coming in for Dumble Mother. He does have 2 TPs, but I mean, Toxic does have 1, so it's not the best trade in the world. We do have Elite Axe Riders now. This upgrade finally coming in, and a War Hut going down. Oh, I like this War Hut. Okay, this is a really nice job by Dumble Mother Photo Booty Al Yak. Gonna be able to even catch these 8 Janissaries here. This would be an awesome take. But the rest of the army is gonna be showing up. And ooh, this is not gonna be the best catch. All these Cavalry Archers are gonna take out these Rifle Riders. Oh no, these are all Axe Riders. Gonna take out these Axe Riders, and oh my god, look at the damage that these Cavalry Archers are now doing in mass. And that's actually not gonna be the best trade for Lakota, and this is not the fight he wants to take. Mass Cavalry Archer against Axe Rider and a small amount of Rifle Riders. This is actually gonna go pretty well for Toxic. Dumble Mother Photo Booty Al Yak. What are you doing, man? No, don't send Elite Axe Riders into veteran Cav Archers. No! Don't send your Explorer into it. Oh, no. Dumble Mother Photo Booty Al Yak. What are you doing, man? Oh, getting out some Wakinas, but I mean, because they have no cavalry wall to block for them, these veteran Cav Archers are just going to be able to focus these guys down. And I just don't see why he had to take that fight. Dumble Mother could have easily retreated behind his War Hut. Could have even gone all the way back to his base if he wanted to. Maybe he just thought his units were stronger, which, if they had the upgrades, they would be. A lot of Cav Archers are going to go down here. 29 Vill economy for Ottoman, but, you know, given the fact that Ottoman don't have to pay for Vills, that's not as bad as it might sound. Lakota still has the edge, but, oh, that was such an expensive fight. Think about the amount of food that just got thrown down the gutter with that fight. And what did he show for it, right? He killed 8 Janissaries and a ton of Cav Archers, but he gave up pretty much his entire army. Gonna lose this forward Photo Hut, and sending Photo Hut, War Hut, excuse me. And now going into Wakina rifle production, he has the wood. He should definitely be getting down a second War Hut here. I mean, just start slamming these down, right? Get out 2 war huts, double Wakina until he changes it up, right? Because your opponent's telling you he's going full Cav Archer. So at this point, you know your economy's better. Look at the score. Just go double Wakina here. You have the time, you have the Vils, you have the wood. Okay, war hut coming down here. I like this. I like this. Continue Wakina production. I even kind of like the placement here. It's a little bit exposed, right? Because it's not quite in range of the TC, I bet. But still, I like where this is. Giving up his TPs, though, and these are stagecoach TPs. So, I mean, even taking out a couple of Vils there. If Toxic can take over this trading post, it actually might start turning in favor of Ottoman. The map control is starting to go in Red's favor quite heavily. Double Wakina production coming out. He's still got some Rifle Riders and some Axe Riders. Sending to Takala. I don't love it. I mean, 7 C10 bows, that's a bad card. Maybe 13 Bison? Yeah, honestly, I think 13 Bison would be your best bet. Just so you don't have to worry about all these exposed Vils. But who am I, right? I'm not a Lakota player. I'm a Dutch lamer. As a fellow laming disciple, I will not tell someone else how to lame, of course. But wow, look at this mass of cavalry archers. That is a huge amount. That is 24 cavalry archers. And if there were a bunch of Wakina here, like there are, I mean, yeah, these cav archers aren't going to be able to do a lot. And what is Toxic doing to deal with it? He's going to be making delis? I guess that's the play. I mean, you got double stable. So why invest in Abyss Gun when you can just go deli? And going to get some Vils here. Man, these guys are tanky. These veteran cav archers are insane. 318 HP. Going up against the worst skirmisher in the game. It's just going to make them look even better. More Wakina's coming out here. I hope he's double slamming Wakina. No, he's actually kind of low on resources. He's really low on coin. So he needs to be getting more villagers on the tribal marketplaces. Start getting out to this coin mine as well. But good job by Toxic. I will compliment him there. I'm glad he did not take that fight. Even doing a little bit of split micro here. Some high level of play. We just, look at this. It's like a cavalry archer interstate. Look at the highway, just 2 lanes. Cavalry archers all over the place. But now Toxic, really investing into delis, getting ranged cavalry caracol? I don't know. Does he have a, what is that? What is that? Oh yeah, it's from an arsenal. He's got an arsenal down in the corner. I was wondering. Okay, Toxic he's going all in and he's doing everything he needs to do. If you're going to spam a unit, at least buff that unit as much as you can, right? Doesn't have any upgrade cards. I'm shocked at the lack of upgrade cards here so far. I mean, 2 cavalry combat cards unspent, and now that you're full Wakina, it won't make much sense. But when you have that huge mass of cavalry, you're not going to send cavalry combat? Oh man, hurts my heart. It's okay, Double Mother. We all start somewhere, right? Even Michael Jordan had his first airball at some point. Maybe Michael Jordan never airballed. Maybe he never had a single airball in his life. He was just that perfect. 3 delis leading the charge here, and these are veteran delis. And they are a good cavalry unit. I'm not going to deny that delis are good. It's just when you're seeing Ottoman H3, you don't expect delis. You expect Sipahi or you expect H4 and more Sipahi. So veteran deli coming in, going to show his hand here, attack the trading post, but now Double Mother Photo Booty Alyak knows that heavy cav are being incorporated. He still has some rifle riders and axe riders, though they will go down quite quickly to the number of cav archers. More Wakinas coming out. There's a dangerous mass of Wakinas now, enough to threaten these cav archers. Gonna try to do a little bit of kiting here, and I like the waterway he's got. It's gonna make the kiting for the cav quite hard. Gonna get a nice couple of kills here. More delis coming in. Toxic. Oh wow, he's got a big batch of delis. 8 here, plus 3 more. He's sending 3 delis at the 24-minute mark. Oh man, I would probably send like 700 food, 600 coin. Yeah. Not a lot of late game potential in either of these decks. But he's gonna get an amazing raid here. Oh my god, look at how many villagers Double Mother Photo Booty Alyak has out here. He has 23 vills. A full half of his economy has now been pinched. Oh, the Ottoman hand is in the cookie jar. And it is going to get its fill. Oh, 46 fills, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35. We're talking about a 17-vil raid, and it's still going, ladies and gentlemen. And the Lakota army is just now arriving after half the eco has been killed. But hey, they got one deli, so even trade. And just like that, Toxic BR takes a massive lead. And, oh man. And now the delis, I mean, the Wakina rifles just walk right up to the delis and say, hey, would you like to kill us, please? And the delis are like, oh, thank you very much. And that's game. Oh, man. You know what? I still got hope, okay? Not the best showing from Dumble Mother Photo Booty Alyak, but a pretty darn good debut, all right? An entertaining game, maybe not the most high level, but hey, like I've always said, you don't got to be high level to have fun in this game or give entertaining replays. So with that said, let's go into the post game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in the post game, and when we look at the resources, actually in favor of Ottoman, despite his inferior vil count, and that might be to how much the Lakota vils were running there at the end of the game. There were a couple of times where you had these massive migrations of vils, and that really cuts into your ability to create resources consistently. And when we look at the armies here, also very even, but the losses really, really bad for Lakota, and those were expensive units for Dumble Mother Photo Booty Alyak. I've got it memorized now. And I mean, those units, those rifle riders are just so costly. They can't be remassed quickly enough with the Lakota economy in the mid game. And he just, after that one fight by the TP line and that forward war hut, after he lost that massive batch of cav, all those axe riders basically just thrown into the meat grinder. There was really no recovering there for Dumble Mother. You know, he was kind of trying to, but Ottoman was taking map control. His economy was starting to catch up, and it was starting to kind of look a little bit one-sided. And then we see the death nail, right? I mean, a huge villager advantage for Lakota all the way up to 24 minutes. And then he goes from 53 vils to 29 in the span of what? 40 seconds? 50 seconds, maybe a minute. That is one of the steepest vil graphs I have seen in a long time. And that's really what killed him, right? We go to the military unit count. It stayed pretty even, a little bit more damaging to Lakota, but these fights were attritional for both sides. But losing that many vils, he was never going to recover. And Ottoman was just going to keep steamrolling from there. But if you're watching this Dumble Mother Photo Booty Alyak, sir, you have yourself a fan. I don't know if you're a troll. I don't know if this is a nerf account, but that is the greatest username. And as a fellow disciple of the lame, okay, keep working, man. Keep playing Lakota. Get that all the way up to 100%, right? I'm only at 95% with my Dutch, so I'm still grinding, all right? I'm going to try to get up to 96, 97, 98. But I hope you guys enjoyed this game. If not for the gameplay or the high-level commentary, then maybe just for the silliness of it. But I'll see you with another replay in a couple of days. Until then, have a great day. Have a great life. See you later.